Hey guys, welcome to a new movie. Today we're doing The Crow, the one that came out last year. I'm excited. So yeah, let's jump into it. The Crow. I thought it was okay. I have seen the original Crow. I saw it in theaters. Not when it came out, but they replayed it at the Alamo here and I watched it and it was good. I enjoyed it. I do like it better than the new one. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. It was definitely not as good as the original. So, let's get into it. Like I said, I think it was okay. Like, it's not bad. There's worse movies out there. I definitely think it's not a bad. It also is, if you don't know, The Crow is based on a comic book, so it is a comic book movie, so I had to go see it. Comic book knowledge aside, well, I don't know much about the comic. I've seen maybe once or twice. I've looked at it, maybe flipped through it, maybe, I don't remember, but I feel like I've seen it, an issue or something, or something was it. But it's based on a comic, and yeah, so let's jump into it. Spoiler warnings, since I'm going to start talking about the movie, so spoiler warning. So, obviously, this is has similar strides to the original, otherwise I think some differences, but he is in I forget all the points, like, I'm gonna go through it as best I can. I know most of it, so it's pretty, even though it was last year, I do know it's pretty basic movie. There's a couple little details maybe might get missed out, but for the most part I got most of it. Usually when I do reviews for a movie I saw a while ago, do I remember enough of it to do it? And this one I do, just a bit. And there's a couple like maybe little things I might forget, so if there's anything little things I forget, excuse me. But I know it starts off, I don't know where, I can't remember where it starts off exactly, but we'll just go through like how the story, right? He's in like this place, kinda, I don't know if it's like a prison or like a place for people who are like kind of maybe a little have like issues or problems. I think it's more like for people who have problems or like issues, so not really like a prison, but people who have like, maybe they're not like normal stuff, and that's why I think he meets this girl, and this girl is one he falls in love with, our main guy, who is, I believe, the same guy who was in, I want to say it's the same guy from Boy Kills Ward, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that's the same actor. The guy who plays the Crow in this, he plays the same guy in Boy Kills Ward, and I believe in some other stuff, but he's there, and he eventually meets this girl, and obviously they fall in love, they eventually escape, and they're together, and they're like really great, and then obviously stuff happens and the girl gets killed because some guys come in, some bad guys, I don't know if they're after her, but they're like coming in and they like kill her and then get him for some reason because of, I think, some friends or stuff, or related, because there's some friends who have some stuff to do with these bad guys, and I think somehow they get involved, the friends get them and kind of like involved, and so something happens, and then the guys come after him, and obviously C dies, and he dies, he's in this like state of place, so it's like the in-between, or like place or limbo, whatever, and you meet this other guy who talks to him about, hey, you can go back, you have this amount of time to save her, so you have to go on this journey to fight the bad guys, and save her, and do the stuff, get your revenge and stuff. So he's on a journey to do that, and he does come back into the, like this place, what I'm gonna call the, in-between, or whatever you wanna call it, that place. He comes back a couple times, because sometimes he kinda dies, but he's got more superpowers and tries to go after the bad guys, and tries to fight him and figure out what's going on, and da-da-da, and all this stuff, and fights the bad guys to try to get his girl back. There's a cool fight scene, I will say I think it's I wanna say it's this movie, I wanna say it's near the end, where they're like in the theater place, and he's going up and like, I think it's a theater, and he's going up and fighting all these guys. It's a cool fight scene. There's some cool fight scenes in this. I'm not gonna say some of the action stuff is not too bad. Like I said, it's not as good as the original, but the fight scene with that is cool. It is I think an R-rated movie, so it's a mature movie, so keep that in mind. He goes off and fights the bad guys. By the end, he fights the bad guys and, kills them, does whatever. He sacrifices himself for the girl, because I feel like that's the whole point of this, him doing it for the girl, so he maybe sacrifices himself to bring the girl back. And it's fun. Like I said, not a bad movie, and that's pretty much that's a basic, really basic general cycle of the movie. I know I'm probably missing things here. I know some movies I explain a lot more than others, but it depends on the movie, because I do like to do these videos not super long. Sometimes I can do them and I talk way too much, and sometimes I talk not enough, maybe. I don't know. The movie's fine. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad movie. Not as good as the original. The original one's great. I enjoy it way more. It's a fantastic movie if you've not seen it. The new one's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's like I said, it's okay. It's like not like a movie. I'm not disappointed I went and saw it. I didn't go and see it, and I'm like, oh, that sucked. I'm like, nah, it's fine. But it was like, I do think the original one's better. That's sometimes usually the case with remakes or stuff like that. There are some good remakes, probably. There's definitely good remakes, but there's awfully bad remakes as well. Let's get into the rating of this movie. I know this movie, like I said, it's not the worst movie ever. It's not that great. I'm giving it a 6. I don't think it deserves a 5 or lower for me personally. I don't think it's that bad, where I'm like, okay, there's good things in it. Like I said, the fight scenes were good. It just felt a little like, not bad, but not like something I'm like dying to watch again. But it's not like a movie I would be against watching again. Just not something I'm like, I have to go see this again. Or I'm like, it's just, like I said, it was okay. I do think 7 usually is my okay, but I think there's some parts that make this a 6 to just make it a little bit lower than a 6. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's like, I would say 7 is usually I okay? Like, when I think something, it was okay. It was fine. I enjoyed it. Usually that's around could be a 7 or 6. That's usually where the okay range goes. And I'm getting like more of a 6 because I'm like, yeah, I think a 6 is a good rating for this. Somewhere like in the middle where it's not like, not in, once you get to 5 or lower, that's kind of when you get start getting to, when you get to 5, kind of getting into the bad. If you have some good qualities still, the movie's not complete trash. You still have good qualities and maybe you're better to, but that's when you get to 5 and lower, that's when you get into like kind of bad or like the movie has problems or really bad category. But I give it a 6 because I don't think the movie's like I don't think it's bad, but I think there are a lot of anything to make it bad or awful, but I don't think it's like the best movie ever. But yeah, 6. So what you guys think of The Crow? Let me know in the comments down below and let me know what you guys have been watching and seeing, and I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. You can always stay epic. Bye.